It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Miami Hurricane. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Pulls it in. It's Mueller. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going downfield for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Throwing, Mensah. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Takes a handoff. It's Walton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Flanagan. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Going for it all. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. To the air again, Carr. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this. Snags it, and there's running room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Mensah. Working that left side now.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Irish.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Play fake. Carr. Now adjusting. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now sliding to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Got his man.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Mensah. It's complete. He makes the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Canes!
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the option. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Mensah. Sends it downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A quick strike. strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop fumble and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That's caught. It's Porter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On first down from the 13-yard line. Carr. Here's a heat. Back open in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll
defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Here's Mensah to throw. Rush is on him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And the quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not, and gives up the big safety.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay. He unleashes a long one. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And the extra point splits the Upriders. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They feed him again.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
On the option. Now the toss. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Walton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Looking for a push on 4th down. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he puts through the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
He's going to throw deep right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Hurricane! And this crowd was eating it up.
The one thing you know about about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. This time he wants to throw. And they can't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. how much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of...
Hey, man. What they say? You can't win them all. Anyways, I appreciate everybody in chat. Hopefully y'all had a blessed day. I'm probably going one more. Maybe two. I don't know how this shit go. I don't even know who to play with. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I just had another game. We gotta put it up. Oh, what the fuck? It's been a 6-4 though. Fuck. That does make sense then. I know about this motherfucker Leonard Moore. What y'all think, Jeff? Let me try it. '94 speed. Them safeties looking like. Change the direction, not bad. He got it too, so shit, fuck it, I just do it like that. I can disrupt it, I kinda like that. Lead them to there. What the fuck going on, man? What up, chat? What up, chat? Yeah, boys, alright? Females, if y'all in here, I don't know
A
who else.
live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the
Yeah,
road.
that's crazy.
Guys?
If I lose
Thanks,
on
Holly.
my
Looking
own
forward to
team,
see how this one goes.
chat, I might get off. I ain't gonna do it.
Notre Dame lining up to kick
If I
off and
lose
get
to my
this one
own team,
started.
to the team I just lost with, oh my fucking goodness, boy.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Oh, I didn't change my playbook. On offense or defense. Oh shit. Go on, Bunt. Go on. I got a court.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Offense took a little bit
Is
too
it?
much
That's
time
tough.
at the line there.
Tricks. A quarter that.
The run inside. It's Fletcher.
Way to stop the
Works his
run.
way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Way to stop.
And that's a
the
really
run.
nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go.
Chips. Oh, we gotta change the stunt to the right side. Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. Fuck.
Mensah. With the catch, it's Vaughn.
Ran right past
And
that
good
motherfucker.
coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little
Fuck
bit
it up.
patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Let's try to
There are
bring this
analytics
shit
out there in
out.
college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points. And That mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Running inside. It's Walton. Got some room headed to the goal line.
Hold on, chat. You might be on the phone.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
We got 3 men in here, though. That's not bad.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a short return, but that would have been...
Chat. Listen. Hold on real quick, chat. Let me check something real quick. Interesting.
Here we go. Ready? Go! Ready? White 29, white 29! Ready? Go, go! Ready, go!
Noted.
Ready, go!
I mean, it's cool, I think. I gotta see it in game, man.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. They go play action with Manning. Moving away from pressure. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Lofts one high and deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to the run, it's Smothers. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
3rd and 5. Runs through a tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. 4th down, Manning. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. snagged in the middle. It's Porter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Okay.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the right. He's got it. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for room. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Why he drop it?
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Carr to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Clock stopped, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds his man down the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Carr. Right on the money. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On target. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's Arch to throw. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Am I tripping?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Makes the catch on the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And with that, they've taken the lead. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments. Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one will give them the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Manning. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. This is a designed run, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, this defense has just been all over these receivers all game long. They've made it so hard in this passing attack to find easy completions. There's a deep shot down the field. 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again. That's why they're winning this game late.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Carr to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. In the red area, it's Walton. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback making adjustments. Carr. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. action. Here's Manning. Under fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, I didn't want to play
Trying to
that.
throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
I appreciate you.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's Manning to throw. He's got him in the flat. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Play action, Carr. Here comes the heat.
Oh my
Give
goodness.
him
Check.
6. Touchdown, Notre Dame. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Manning on play action. Now improvising. Keeps it himself and gets the first. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he get this shit out of him. Damn. That nigga almost died.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, Manning. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Carr. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield is Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Booster. Freeze. Cross. Let it go.
Again, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him.
Damn,
And it's a sack.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
You ain't have to do my dude like that, though.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile.
Here we go. Return. Flash. Ready, go.
Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Rushes on him. He tries to take the top off. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
It is what it is.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Hey, no, wait, hold on a second.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
What the fuck?
The option look.
I'm gonna take it there.
Now the pitch. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Bringing it out. Tackle. Go for it. He's taking a deep shot.
Yeah,
He's got it on the left.
You
Hits
gotta
the
do it like that.
afterburners. He's at the 10. And he
Okay,
crosses the
man.
goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets. And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Back to throw, it's Carr.
Wow.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Carr under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Arch Madness. Quickly complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games. We had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. And the timing just a hair off.
Am I tripping?
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Looking left.
Thank you.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Running through contact. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Like, damn,
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Alright, I can run one more. Check, I ain't gonna. Okay, we got that. We got that too. I'm tired of changing. We gonna see. We gonna see. It is like West Virginia. I don't know. We got like 20 games of them. Ah, damn. Alright, one more.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keelan Russell escapes the pressure going right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Might be looking to run. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Again, it's Russell. Fires left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A fortuitous penalty here. The defense had stopped them, but this offense, thanks to the flag, will have a fresh set of downs. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Walton. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He wants to change this route. Trying to run, it's Walton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
Has it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, he's 4th and short. That means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
4th down, Carr. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Russell. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The run inside. It's Walton. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this...
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Moving out to the right. There he goes. He gets it past the stick. Slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a fourth down conversion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Throwing Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fourth down, Russell. Here comes the heat. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Carr. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness. Scramble.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Can't get him to the ground. Justice. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a
Maybe
turnover.
go down. God
And
damn.
that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys get in there. Yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, he's trying to break all these tackles with all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Keelan Russell. This time he's got his man. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Scanning the field, it's Russell.
I left him.
They're working that left side. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Good drive, bro. Good drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown time. A pick 6. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Russell finds his big tight end. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Carr on play action. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him.
What the
Could
fuck
not
was that?
find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Russell escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Keelan Russell bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Hard running there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Play fake. Carr. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield.
No way.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
That's great, though.
And the Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Now here's Carr working that left side now. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
to hit the hole.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Carr. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Might be changing the route. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly.
Bad ball.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Carr above the noise. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Running inside, it's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So the turnover sets up their 1st drive of this 2nd half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Russell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
That's a good route. Shit.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
The run inside. It's Walton. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Carr.
What the fuck?
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, C.J. Carr. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Carr. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Irish punch back.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football and that play.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here. And, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Crosses the 30. He slides past the first down marker and picks it up on 4th.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And he's dragged down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Alabama.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe's down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Manning with a play fake. Looking for space to the left. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing Manning. Stepping to the right. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. Pulled down for the tackle.
Offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Runs through the tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They go play action with Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going. And
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Manning.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Fights off a defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down, Carr. Finds space on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's Carr to throw. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Arts to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Lockett. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Manning to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Carr. Here's a heat. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The run inside. It's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now on the move. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on him. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, Manning. Moving out of the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Arch is going to throw for it. unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. Manning to the air again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Throwing. Carr. Makes the grab. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
It's complete to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Manning. Right down the middle. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
Madness. Throwing right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. They're working that left side. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They get to him as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Carr. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I don't know what was just that.
This third down a little longer after that penalty.
But I hate that it looked like that, though.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. 4th down, Carr. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs?
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body, going to the right. Great job on the defense, closing it off and making the interception.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Going over the top. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is guys, great job by this defense coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game punt. And he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Corks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Arch going to spin it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game, and this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The offense changing the play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
It is 4th and 3, though. Oh.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work.
Oh.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Fuck that. I'm not that bad, though. I'm at the 20.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Hey, everybody on the island. Everybody on the island. Down, number 1.
Manning throws to the wideout.
And this nigga
got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20.
That's insane.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that.
This nigga's gonna take the play, man.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Manning. He's into the end zone. It is good, and now it's a 2-possession game, a 9-point lead here in the 4th.
Tell myself, run the ball. Run the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Carr. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big
Man, that shit is pissed me off. I can't play with their offense, bro. Yeah. Like, I need a fucking team to play with, bro. Hmm? It's really been Miami and Notre Dame. It's the game you played that I took over. And after that, it was Miami, Notre Dame. I didn't lose in no like close ass game. Off of bullshit that I don't. I don't know, man. Like that's too easy ass one. I mean, I got this nigga on, but I think it was this nigga. You said Texas. I ain't gonna lie. I think I didn't turn it into more of a defensive person than an offensive. I could try. I don't know. Yeah, the Falcons. Boy, don't got shit, though. Look at this guy, 75. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm gonna have to blitz, Bama blitz. What quarterback do I need? Probably this one. I like it. I like pocket passes, but damn, He got a 92, bro. He do too. He got resistance though. He just got died on time. He got resistance and on time. When they both silver. He got step up on silver. Wow. He's 6'6", he's 6'4". I'm gonna say he got a better release. I did. Who? Oh shit. Yeah, good for you. I know what I'm gonna do with them. Yeah. That's about it right there. Let me play right here. What's in? That's just strength. How much you weigh though? 7. But you right there, you got great burger. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. And god damn. I think I want you to go over him. Got knockout. You got 93. Blow up. Hammer. My word. I'm gonna try it. I already know it, man. Gotta be a night game up here. Bro, this shit's so whack.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. We stay with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
First 10 plays 50.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rivers. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd.
Floating that motherfucker. Yeah.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Gun trips, tight end. Oh, wait, no.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Manning to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He wants to go deep.
Oh, my God.
Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Hand off for Brown. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go play action with Mack. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
Why are we taking these?
Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Mack unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops him right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
To the air, it's Rivers. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Here's the pressure. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to him about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Pressure coming.
Oh, my God.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
explosive play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to Brown. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Running inside. It's Smothers. Might have a chance. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now run it out of the gun with Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Again, it's Brown. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on fourth and short. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Looking for a huge play. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Oh.
Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action.
What the fuck is this?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he...
Fuck this game. I'm done.